Hello students, how are you? Hope you all are fine. Welcome in Mishra sir classes. Today we are going to start a new chapter. Electricity. You all might be familiar with this topic, electricity, because it is one of the form of energy which is very frequently used in our day-to-day life. ये एनर्जी का एक ऐसा रूप है जिसे हम अपने दिन प्रतिदिन के दिनचर्या में बहुत सारे कार्य करने के लिए इसका इस्तेमाल हम लोग करते हैं. तो आज हम लोग इसके बारे में पढ़ेंगे, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. सबसे पहले इलेक्ट्रिसिटी क्या है? इलेक्ट्रिसिटी क्या है? Electricity is a form of energy. It is a form of energy due to flow of electron, or you can say charges. Why I have written flow of? Due to flow of electron, because here we are going to deal with current electricity. Current electricity. That is why I have used this term, due to the flow of electron, because electricity may be due to charges at rest, and that electricity is called स्टैटिक इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. बट हियर वी विल स्टडी अबाउट करंट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. जैसा कि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी के दो रूप होते हैं, स्टैटिक इलेक्ट्रिसिटी और करंट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. तो यहाँ हम लोग करंट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी के बारे में पढ़ेंगे. और करंट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जो है वह एनर्जी का एक ऐसा फॉर्म है जो कि चार्ज के फ्लो, चार्ज में भी स्पेशली इलेक्ट्रॉन्स जो निगेटिवली चार्ज पार्टिकल है उनके फ्लो की वजह से यह उत्पन्न होता है. तो सबसे पहले यहाँ इलेक्ट्रिक करंट द फ्लो ऑफ चार्ज पर यूनिट टाइम थ्रू अ कंडक्टर is called electric current. The flow of charge per unit time through a conductor is called electric current. Suppose charge charge Q is flowing through a conductor for time t second. Then current I will be current I is equal to charge by time. So I is equal to, you can write Q by T. So the current I flowing through the conductor can be calculated by this relation. Here I is equal to Q by T. What is the unit of current? Unit of electric current is ampere. SI unit of current. Here current means electric current is equal to unit of charge by unit of time is equal to unit of charge is coulomb. C by unit of time is second, that is coulomb per second. Now what is 1 ampere current? So 1 ampere current, so this coulomb by second is called ampere. So what is the SI unit of current? Ampere. What is 1 ampere current? 1 ampere current is equal to 1 coulomb by 1 second. So if charge 1 coulomb flows through a conductor for 1 second, then the electric current will be called 1 ampere. What is 1 ampere current? When 1 coulomb charge flows through a conductor for 1 second, then the current flowing through it is called 1 ampere. After this, let us know electric circuit. Electric circuit. The path through which electricity flows is called electric circuit. The path through which electricity flows is called electric circuit. There are two types of circuit: closed electric circuit, open electric circuit. In closed electric circuit, the plug is on, or you can say the switch is on. In open electricity, the switch or the plug is not there, working there, it is in off condition. So here, suppose now this is wire, this is filament or bulb, filament or you can say electric bulb, this is battery, this is plug or switch. Now this is open or closed. You can see here the filament is not glowing, it means it is open. Now this is closed. When it become closed, the filament starts glowing. So this is the diagram of closed electric circuit. Open electric circuit, now here you can see this is also a circuit. In this circuit, this is also battery, this is plug or switch, this is wire, this is filament, filament or electric bulb, you can say. It is representing electric bulb. Now here the circuit is open, it is not closed, that is why the current is not flowing through it. Here the current is not flowing, so the bulb is not glowing or the filament is not glowing. So dear students, they are the two types of electric circuit: closed electric circuit, open electric circuit. The diagram is here. After this, electric potential. What is electric potential? Electric potential. Electric potential is the work done to bring unit positive charge from infinity to a particular point inside an electric field. Electric potential is the work done in bringing a unit positive charge from infinity to a particular point in an electric field. So you can say electric potential is nothing but the work done in bringing a charge from infinity to a certain point inside an electric field. इलेक्ट्रिक पोटेंशियल जो है एक यूनिट पॉजिटिव चार्ज को अनंत दूरी से इनफाइनाइट डिस्टेंस से ले, अगर हम किसी इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड में किसी खास बिंदु तक, खास पॉइंट तक लेके आने में जो वर्क डन होता है उसमें, उस वर्क डन को ही क्या कहते हैं, इलेक्ट्रिक पोटेंशियल कहते हैं. इलेक्ट्रिक पोटेंशियल इज डिनोटेड बाय V. Now potential difference, the difference of potential between 2 points in an electric field is called potential difference. The difference of potential between 2 points in an electric field is called potential difference. Of course that difference will be also the difference in the work done in bringing the charge from infinity to a particular point given in the electric field. So actually potential difference is also difference in work done in bringing charges to certain point in the electric field. Actually potential difference is also denoted by V. Now so what is electric potential? Electric potential definition has been already given. Now work done, let the work done in bringing that unit positive charge from infinite distance to a certain point in the electric field. Here this is suppose charge Q, it is being brought from infinity to a particular point P inside, not P, you can take any P or A, to this point A. Now the work done in bringing this charge from infinity to this point is W. So the work done in bringing this charge from infinity to this point inside the electric field is W, and thus the total number of charge. So when the total work done will be divided by total number of charge, that will give the electric, that will give the electric potential difference. Now so potential difference between 2 point, potential difference V between 2 point is work done upon charge. V is equal to W by Q. What is the unit of potential difference? Unit of potential difference V is equal to volt. It is denoted by V. Alessandro Volta has given this relation. That is why for the administration of his name, the unit has been given in his name, volt. Now what is 1 volt? How you will define 1 volt potential difference? 1 volt potential difference, this is the formula of potential difference. V is equal to W by Q. So how you will get the value of V is 1? Very simple. So if W is equal to 1 joule, Q is equal to 1 coulomb, 1 coulomb, then V is equal to 1 joule by 1 coulomb is equal to 1 joule per coulomb is equal to volt, 1 volt. So 1 volt potential difference can be defined as the work done by when 1 joule of work is done by bringing 1 coulomb of charge from infinity to a certain point inside an electric field. That work done is called potential difference between the 2 points. Or you can say when 1 joule work is done in bringing unit positive charge from one point to another point what? When 1 joule work is done in bringing 1 coulomb charge from one point to another point in an electric field, the potential difference is called 1 volt. This is 1 volt. After this, students, circuit diagram you have already learnt. After this, we will learn Ohm's law. Ohm's law. In 1827, a German physicist, ये जर्मनी के थे, a German physicist Sir George Simon Ohm, he proposed a law that at constant physical condition, like at constant temperature, current is directly proportional to the potential difference. So if current I flows through a conductor under the potential difference V within fixed physical condition, then I will be directly proportional to V. I will be equal to R I proportion V. So R proportion, it can be written V by I, or you can write V, sorry, not proportion, V by I is equal to, you can take constant. Now this constant be R, V by I is equal to R. This R is the constant, so V is equal to, you can write I R, where R is the resistance of the conductor. Here this V is equal to IR, so V is potential difference, I is current, R is resistance. R is the resistance of the conductor. So now let us know what is resistance. Actually, resistance is the natural property of the conductor, due to which a conductor apply resisting force or opposes the motion of the electrons flowing through the conductor. That is why every conductor has its own resistance. So it is one of the natural ability of the conductor due to their arrangements of particles inside it, which make them able to oppose the motion of flowing electrons through it. So let it sum up. What is resistance? Resistance is the opposing force against the motion of conductor, or simply you can say resistance means the opposition force offered against the electron. So when electron flows through a conductor, what happens? Electrons actually they collide with the particles of conductor, and due to this collision of particles, so when electron collide with the particles of the conductor, so what happens? Friction occur. Due to that friction, their heat also gets generated. So those substances which have high value of resistance, they can generate more heat. This is the reason that those devices which are used for heating purposes, they use such conductor which have high value of resistance, because when the particles of conductor offer resistance against the motion of the electron, heat is generated and that heat is utilized in heating purpose. So even in electric bulb, why nichrome wire is used, why not copper wire is used in the filament? Nichrome wire has very high value of resistance, that is why it is used, because when electron flows through it, the particles of nichrome wire opposes the motion of the electron and thus heat energy is produced. Due to that heat energy, nichrome wire gets heated and it starts glowing up. When it starts glowing up, it starts emitting light and heat radiation. Thus the ball glows and it becomes hot too. So if you need to have more heat, you have to provide more resistance to the conductor, or you have to choose the conductor which has naturally high value of resistance. So now factors affecting resistance. So dear students, what are the factors which affect resistance, or what are the factors on which the resistance of the conductor depend? The resistance of the conductor is directly proportional to the length of the wire. If you take a short length of wire, less resistance will be offered. If the length of the wire increases, suppose this is AB, this is PQ, these are the two pieces of wire which are being used in a circuit. So as AB is smaller in comparison to PQ and both have got the same thickness, in that condition AB will offer less resistance but PQ will offer more resistance. Here less resistance. Why it is so? Because if the size increases, the number of particles also increases. That is why there is more chances of collision of electrons with the particles. Since this is the reason PQ offers more resistance, AB offers less resistance. So second factor, yes, resistance also depends on area of cross section of the wire. So I have used the word thickness here. Suppose both these wires are having same thickness. Now let me draw another figure. Okay, so this wire, the piece of wire AB, it has got certain area of cross section. Yeah, this is area of cross section. Take another wire. Yes, now this is another piece of wire. It is thicker one. You can see this is, suppose this is RS. This RS, both the wire, yes, suppose both the wire is having the same length, but this RS is thicker in comparison to AB. That is very much clear, because the area of cross section is more in AB and more in RS and less in AB. So with more area of cross section, electrons feel comfortable and free to move ahead. It means in RS there is less resistance, in AB there is more resistance, because AB is thin, RS is thick. Here we have got resistance is inversely proportional to area of cross section. If area of cross section is more, resistance is less. If area of cross section is less, resistance is more. Now from this 1 and 2 you can write R proportion L by A. Now, or you can write, or R is equal to rho L by A, where this is rho, 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 resistivity of the material. What? Resistivity of conductor. This rho is resistivity of the conductor. Actually, it is the natural property of the conductor. Each conductor has got its own value of resistivity. Now, so how will you find resistivity? R is equal to rho L by A. Then you can, from this you can write rho A is equal to L, rho L is equal to, not rho, RA is equal to rho L, rho is equal to RA by L is equal to resistance into area of cross section by length of the conductor. What will be the unit of rho? The unit of rho, any resistivity, unit of resistivity, that is rho, is equal to, resistance has got its unit ohm. Resistance has got its unit ohm. This is OHM, ohm into area of cross section, A square by length of conductor, L. Here ohm is written like this, area L square by L, so L square, ohm into length meter is equal to ohm meter. This is the unit of resistivity, ohm meter. Ohm is the unit of resistance. There I have not described, but here, as here, V is equal to IR, R is equal to V by I, V is equal to volt by ampere is equal to OHM, ohm, denoted by this sign. This is the unit of resistance in SI system of measurement. This is SI system of measurement. So in SI system of measurement, the unit of resistance is ohm. So dear students, here we got to know that resistivity is equal to, rho is equal to RA by L, unit of resistivity is equal to ohm per meter. The substances which are higher value of resistivity, such substances offer more resistance, and thus such substances are also able to produce more heat. So my dear students, in this video, this is all. So go through video again and again, try to understand it, like, subscribe and comment if you think it is useful for you. Thank you, bye bye, have a nice time.